think I should just get this out of the way. Happy Halloween and all that stuff. I'm sure you're having a much better time than I am. Yeah, here's what's happened. Okay, so a few years ago, about a year, I was asked to do this whole music concert thing for charity in Mexico. And Mexico's pretty cool. You got, burritos, tacos, and all that good stuff. But guess what? The last possible second, those guys canceled on me. So I just wasted my time. Just a huge waste of time. And they're still blaming it on me. I mean, I was just choosing who the artists were. I wasn't even behind it all. Sort of. Well, let's just say that they were gonna sue me. Or, I had to come out here and film a music video. Yeah, back in Mexico. And, well, I'm a better establishment than last time. One problem, though. There's no lights. Well, I mean, there is lights. I mean, I've got this lamp here, and then, well, if I turn that off, got this green shit behind me. I mean, what's all that about? I don't know. Anyway, since I'm missing out on Halloween, I guess I should probably read a scary story. And don't worry, this won't be like the last time, where I just winged it and searched while you guys were just sitting there. And I found nothing. This time, I found a story. And I've heard a lot of people say that this is a really scary story. And guess what? It just so happens to involve a certain blue person. It's also a hedgehog. Yeah. Well, might as well turn this lamp off. And, well, let's read the scary story. And don't worry, guys. I'm not just going to read the whole story. I'm going to just cut out anything that really doesn't need to be told. Because I got Samuel with me. Yep, that's a good thing about having him portable now. Oh, well, let's just see how good he is. Samuel, lights out. Good. Alright, let's begin. Alright, hold on a second. Okay, so here we go. I'm a total Sonic the Hedgehog fan, much like everyone else. I like the newer games, although I don't mind playing the classics. They're pretty cool. I don't think I ever played a glitchy or hacked game. You know, those kind of things you play on emulators. Yeah, those things, the fan games. But after the experience I had, I probably never will. It started on a nice summer afternoon. I was playing Sonic Unleashed on the Xbox 360 version because the Wii version totally sucks. And I liked how you get to explore the towns in it. A lot of people hate that shit. Anyway, until I noticed, out of my peripheral vision, what does that mean, by the way? That the mailman had arrived and put something in my mailbox, as usual, and left. I paused my game to go see what I got in the mail. The only thing in the mail was a CD case for computers and a note. Took a look inside. I looked at the note and realized it was from my dear friend Kyle. Let's just call him that. Yeah. Who's Kyle? Well, I don't know. I'm not the one who wrote this stupid story. Well, I hadn't heard from him in 2 weeks. I know that because I recognized his handwriting. Well, it was weird how it looked. It looked badly written and scratchy and somewhat difficult to read, as if Kyle was having a hard time writing it down and did it in a hurry. Well, if it's so messy, how can you recognize it? What an idiot. This is what he wrote. Tom, or, well, Jordy, I can't take it anymore. I had to get rid of that thing somehow before it was too late. And I was hoping you'd do it for me, because you're such a good friend of mine, even though we haven't seen each other in like 2 weeks. If you don't destroy this CD, you will come after you. Well, that was certainly weird. Even though Kyle is my best friend, and I haven't seen him in 2 weeks. I didn't do what he asked me. Well, great friend you are. I didn't think that a simple gaming disc would do anything bad to him. After all, it's just a game, right? Well, I have something to say to you. Video games are art. Well, to some people. Yeah. Back to it. Okay. Boy, was I wrong about that. Anyway, I looked at this, and it looked like any ordinary CDR game. Except, it had a black mark on it written Sonic.exe. And it was unlike Kyle's handwriting, meaning that he must have got it from someone else. Like a pawn shop, or eBay, or anything else. When I saw Sonic, I was actually excited. I wanted to play it. Because, as we've already established, I'm a big Sonic fan. Hey. Yeah, you guys know that. Okay. I went to the time room, turned on my computer, and put the disc in it and installed the game. When the title screen popped up, I noticed that it was the first Sonic game. That was awesome. Because, like I said earlier, I like the classics. The first thing I noticed that was out of place was when I pressed start. There was a split second where I saw the title image turn into something much different. Something that I now consider horrifying. Before cutting to black. Remember what the image looked like in that split second before the game cut to black? The sky had darkened, the tile emblem was rusted and ruined, and Sega 1991 was now installed. Sega 666. And the water turned red, like blood. Except it looked hyper-realistic. What the fuck? But the freakiest thing is that there was a split-second frame where Sonic, his eyes were pitch black, and bleeding with two glowing red dots there, right at me. That's scary stuff. And the smile stretched right up to the edge of his face. I was rather disturbed by that image when I saw it. I figured that was just a glitch. I forgot about it. After that, something weird happened. The save file selected from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And yes, I refuse to acknowledge Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles as separate games. Stop saying they are. Or I'll kill you. No, I won't really. But seriously guys, stop it. It's annoying. And I was like, what the fuck? Why is this doing in the first Sonic game? Anyway, then I noticed something else. The background was the dark, cloudy sky of a bad Stardust Speedway level from Sonic CD. Overrated. And there was only 3 save files. The music was that creepy Caverns of Winter music from Earthbound. Only it was extended and seemed to have been in reverse. And the image for the save file where you see a preview of the level you're on is just red static for all 3 files. What freaked me out more was the character select. It showed only Tails, Knuckles, and to my surprise, Dr. Robotnik. Eggman, just in case you don't know. And I was like, sure, that's something was up. I mean, how can you play as Robotnik in a classic Sonic game for crying out loud? Only in Sonic Adventure 2. That's when I realized it is wasn't a glitchy game. It was a hacked game. Wow. And how long was that taking? That took almost 10 minutes for him to figure that out. Genius we got here. I suddenly saw something and I stopped to see what it was. Wow. He picked Tails first. Good idea. And he showed up in Green Hill Zone. Although, it only showed Hill. X1. Then I saw one of those small animals lying dead on the ground, bleeding. That was when the music started to slow down. Tails had a shocked and saddened look on his face. I never saw him have before, so I had him move along, and he kept that worried look on his face. After a few more seconds, there was no more animals, and the music seemed to have stopped. I still kept Tails to continue. After a minute passed, after the music stopped, Tails running up a hill, and they stopped it. It wasn't until I saw why Sonic was there. Sonic opened his eyes for a split second, and he saw those red and black eyes. Because that's scary. And then, on the screen, it said, "Do you want to play with me?" And then, Sonic chasing Tails through Angel Island Zone. And then, almost for like a split second, you can see Sonic flashing on the screen, and when you stop, Tails is all like, he's crying, and he's pointing, he's like, get me out of here, because Tails is scared, because he's only 8 years old. And then, all of a sudden, Sonic appeared. He was chasing Tails, and all of a sudden, he just disappeared. Wow, that's funny. He disappeared. That's not scary. Then, all of a sudden, he appeared in front of Tails. And then, I don't even know, it cuts to black, because that's scary. And then, you hear a scream. And then you hear Kefka's laugh from Final Fantasy VI. Yeah, that doesn't seem out of place, does it? Suddenly, I heard that creepy laugh again. That awful Kefka laugh. Right after 10 seconds had passed, as I helped Tails run through the forest. I started seeing flashes on the screen. I was so shocked by what happened. Did Sonic murder Tails? No, he couldn't have. And he and Tails are supposed to be best friends, right? Why did Sonic do that to him? Maybe because, I don't know, because someone thought this was scary. But this isn't scary. Okay, no it's not. Okay, that's it. I give up. Who the hell thinks this is scary? This is the stupidest thing I've ever read. Sonic.exe is not scary. I mean, seriously, who's behind this? Should have seen that coming. I'm sorry, but I'm not really a big fan of Halloween, so I think I'm just going to... Okay. Well, in conclusion, that might be one of the worst stories I will ever read. And, well, I guess I've just had enough of Halloween. I mean, it's bad enough I gotta be in Mexico again. And, well, I guess, hope you guys had a better Halloween than I did. Because it can't get much worse than this.